Hello everyone. Uh, Hello, I'm Harshit from IIT BHU. This is the introductory webinar for the Kogence Simulation Challenge, uh, a simulation competition which is hosted by Technics IIT BHU in association with Kogence and with support from Amazon Web Services, NVIDIA, as well as VMware. This webinar will take you through the various features on this platform, the Kogence platform, and will guide you on how to run your first simulation. So basically, I'll begin by telling you what Kogence is. So Kogence is a platform where you can uh, run simulations on various libraries, software libraries, and simulators, and all of these operations run on the cloud. So it is as if you're running all these softwares on your very own computer with very high computational capabilities. I'll just take you through the list of simulators that are present on this Kogence platform. First of all, beginning with what a simulator on Kogence is. A simulator here is a very generic term which is used to refer to any kind of software library which can be used to perform various operations. For example, Octave or MATLAB is a simulator. Scikit-learn in Python is a simulator. TensorFlow here is a simulator. So any kind of software library or platform that can be used to perform any kind of computational task is has been categorized as a simulator. So as you can see in the simulators, on the simulators page, you can see an entire list of commonly used simulators like FD, Plus, NWChem, MATLAB, you have Scikit-learn here, TensorFlow, Theano, and many more of these which are being used in the industry in various domains like computer science, be it mechanical engineering, chemical simulations, and similar things. You can go to the page of any of these simulators. For example, I'll just go to say scikit-learn. On this page, you can see that this is basically an introductory page to what scikit-learn is and how to use scikit-learn in your simulations on Kogence. So this provides all the details on what the functionality of scikit-learn is, the steps that you have to follow to introduce scikit-learn into your simulations, and how to just go about involving various features of scikit-learn there. At the end of the page, there's a list of simulations that are present on Kogence publicly right now, which use scikit-learn. So there is this page, this section on pages in category scikit-learn. This gives a list of all simulations that are available publicly on Kogence and use scikit-learn as their main software library. You can get an access to the entire list of simulators or models in this models tab. So this is the model library. What the model library contains is all the publicly available simulations uh, belonging to every category of simulator or software library. If you have any doubts regarding anything, then you can just drop your message in the live chat on the YouTube live window. I'll respond to them as soon as I see them. So here we are on the model library page. As I said, that this has a complete exhaustive list of all the publicly available models which have been made by various users or the super user on Kogence. The various features of this page are that you can search any model by its name or some keywords. And the most important one here is categorizing it by the respective simulator or software library. So here you are. For example, I'll just get the list of simulators which use scikit-learn. Here you are. I select scikit-learn. Yes, so here is a list of all simulators which use scikit-learn as their main software library. You can open the page of any simulator, or sorry, any model, and there will be several tabs which will take you through the entire functionality of this particular model. For example, here I am on the page of the k-means clustering on the handwritten digits data simulation. So any simulation page or any model page basically consists of these three parts here. One is the wiki page. If this model is your own model, if the simulation is your own simulation, then you see an edit button here, which I'll show you shortly. So this is a wiki page which basically takes you through the entire functioning of this particular model. It gives you details on what exactly this simulation does. For example, here's a description of the basic problem statement, the diagrams that are involved, and the software used here. The next tab is the discuss. This is the discuss page for the model. This basically has is functions as a forum where you can put up your doubts and discuss on various aspects of this particular model. So you can perhaps start a new topic over here. And this is a fully functional editor, which means that you can even enter various components like a code, a formula, which will be a part of a question. For example, here, as I said, you can insert a media template, and when I log in, I can even insert codes and formulae, which will be a part of my question. So this functions as a discussion forum for every model. And the third one, or perhaps the most important one, is the files tab. So this is the tab which consists of all the files or and all the various uh, auxiliary files which are part of this model and which are required to run this on any system. So as you can see, there is the error log, the output log, and a Python file as well as a PNG file here. These are the files which are required to run the simulation. At the moment, I'm not logged in, so I cannot get access to any file at the moment. So if I try to open it and redirect it to the sign in page, this is the login email ID and the password which I use to register from the sign up button. So now I'll be using it to log into my own Kogence account. And once I'm logged in, as you can see, I can see the entire code of the simulation. Running this simulation will require that I make a own personal copy of the simulation, which will appear in my own model library, my models. So at the moment, you can see that the run and visualize buttons are disabled. So I'll just make a copy of it and I'll rename it to say uh, my webinar model. Uh, I can keep permissions for this. Say I make it private. Let's make a copy of this model. So now this run button has been enabled, which means that I have made a own personal copy of this. And just to make sure that it is my own personal copy, I can go to my own model library my models, and I can see there's this simulation by the name of my webinar model. I can just open it. It opens up as a normal model simulation page. Yes, so as I told you that once I'm logged in, I have my own personal copy of this model. I can see this edit wiki uh, button here. So my main motive here is to show you how to run a simulation. So I'll go to my files. So I can just perhaps open a file and show you how editing of this code is possible. This is once again a fully functional code editor, as you'll see in any ID. I can edit this code by adding something in this uh, comment section. Say I just give it a hi comment here, save it here. So the change that I made, this trial comment has been now been saved. I can go ahead with running this model. Before which, I like to take you through the settings tab. This basically functions as the heart of running the simulation on the cloud. This has two categories: the machine settings, which decide which kind of a system on the cloud I'll be running my code on. For now, uh, I have these many options. So for now, I just choose to keep two CPUs with 3.75 gigs of memory and an Intel Xeon Haswell CPU. And the software I'll be using is basically scikit-learn. So and you have to give a command which is associated with this particular library. So here it's cluster.py, since I'll be running this particular file with my scikit-learn execution function. At the moment, I don't need to make any changes to this commands tab, so I just go ahead with running my simulation. When you click on run, what happens is the kind of machine which you have selected here, in this case, two CPUs, 3175 gigs of memory, this system gets booted up, and now the visualizer is ready because this system has been booted up and this program has been pushed onto the system for execution. When I click on visualize, I'll be able to run my scikit-learn window as if it was running on my own system. But the difference is that is running on a cloud supercomputer which has the memory that I had allocated in through my settings. So here my system has been visualized. and I should be seeing an output here. Yes, so here I see my k-means clustered plot of images, which has been created through scikit-learn, the program which was written in the example code. And now this is how I've been running it. See, this is a fully functional scikit-learn window, which I can use uh, just as if it was running on my own computer, which has various options here, which I can comfortably use. Now, I'll be taking you through some more things on this platform. This was on how to use an example model from the example models library. What I can do additionally to this is I can make my own models, which can be done to my models page, as I show it to you. So, so if I have to create a new model, I'll just click on create new models. I'll perhaps give it a title, trial one. I'll add a description to this and give it a permission. And once I've created this model, it will be created as a usual model uh, with the same kind of model dashboard. So after this, I hope that you've learned how to run your own model on the cloud. The the forums page here. This thing is a very generic forum regarding any doubts that you have regarding the Kogence library or the Kogence platform, anything related to model libraries, upcoming features, some bugs. Maybe you can report them on this particular page so that users can look into it and perhaps get it solved. Once again, this forum is very similar to the one I showed it to you, showed you on the models discuss page. Very similarly, as you can see, there is an entire thread created here on this topic, say forking a Lua project. There is a conversation which has been solved by someone. You can start a new topic according to your own convenience or your doubt, and can go on asking questions regarding it. So this was about the simulators, creating a model, running it on the cloud. And I'll take you through the challenge tab. You all must have registered for some of the other challenge here. Uh, there are three of these, like the photonics challenge, the material metamaterial simulation challenge, and the artificial intelligence challenge. You must have registered for one of these. On 15 December, the problem statements for these challenges will be released, and either challenge will be taking place in steps or in levels, as you may say. So the introductory level begins on 15 December. The three steps, the three levels will be following this. Till then, you will be having more of these webinars, which will take you through more technical knowledge required to participate in this challenge. This webinar was just for an introduction to the basic facilities that are provided here. There is also a live chat option on the Kogence homepage where you can leave a message and you'll get a reply as soon as an agent from the other side sees it. And all those who have not registered for one challenge, or they are interested in, you can just go through this challenges page. Say I haven't registered for say metamaterial simulation challenge. I can go to this tab, type in my credentials here, and click on register. I'll get a confirmation mail on which there is a blue button saying keep me updated. I can just click on it to get added to the mailing list of metamaterial simulation challenge. So this was about the forum, the challenges, simulators, and models. You can go on exploring more simulators according to your own technical knowledge and field of interest, and start adding models and run them on the cloud. This will help you get familiar with this platform, and make sure that you are not stuck up when you're taking part in the challenge. And as I said, there will be more webinars which will take you through more technical stuff which is associated with running a model. So I hope this will suffice for getting. Okay, I see a doubt which says how to exit from the visualizer tab. Yeah, sure. Once you have visualized a simulation, I'll just take you there once again. Once you visualize a model, you go to the cloud page. You can just click on the back button from there. I didn't do it because I didn't want to go to my model once again. You can just go on back and then click on stop, which will take your model off the simulator, take your model off the cloud. For example, I can still see that my webinar model, this simulation is still in the running process. Just click on it. So once I've opened my webinar, as you can see, I didn't stop it there. So I can just click on the stop button. And if I'm on the visualize page, I can just click on back, and I'll be coming back to this wiki page there, and I can just click on stop. This will take, as I said, this will take it off my cloud computer. However, the system will not need to boot up once again. So when I click run the next time, the visualizer should be. Yes, as you can see, this time the run function didn't take a lot of time because the system which I requested was already booted up. I hope that clarifies your doubt. I don't see another thing which I need to address right now. So I think that should be all from here regarding next updates. Keep checking your mail, as you'll be getting more updates through your mail as you are subscribed to the mailing list. Keep updated, and be prepared for this challenge, which has a total prize money of 35,000, total prize worth 35,000 US dollars, and it is an international competition. So this will provide you great exposure, and I hope you do well. Thank you. Uh, Regards. Bye.